Okay, hi guys. My name is Sheena, and the company I chose to do my marketing plan over is Starbucks. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background about Starbucks. So Starbucks is actually the largest coffee company in the world. It was started in 1971 in Seattle, Washington. And Starbucks has actually expanded to more than 50 countries and has more than 15,000 stores currently. Starbucks' mission is to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. The main objective for Starbucks is to really increase their revenues and promote brand loyalty and really keep their customers coming back for more. So, Starbucks has two main target markets. The first accounts for 49% of the market, and that is adults aged 25 to 40. The next target market accounts for about 40%, and that is the young adults, which is aged 18 to 24. So Starbucks tends to market more towards the middle upper class segment, and Starbucks actually has two main competitors, which are McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts. McDonald's target market is more broad, so they tend to target towards kids from age 5 to age 8 to adults, which are age 45, and they tend to market to the lower to middle class. Dunkin' Donuts also has a broad range of their market. They tend to market towards the ages of 18 to 45, and they're also towards the middle class segment. So Starbucks was pretty successful in 2016. In that year, they opened more than 1,500 stores and ended the year with $19.2 billion in net revenue, which was an 11% increase from 2015. So one of the biggest threats to Starbucks is the economy. And so if the economy is doing really well, then Starbucks is probably going to do pretty well as well. And if the economy is not doing that great, Starbucks will see a decrease. If people are losing their jobs or having to pay higher taxes, they're probably not going to be as likely to pay $5 or more for a cup of coffee that they can easily get for a lot cheaper at McDonald's, or they can just make it at home. So a major trend going on right now is the use of mobile apps. Starbucks has actually created their own app that allows customers to order on the app, and they can pay for their order on the app, and it is also linked to their rewards program. So the more they use the apps, the more benefits they'll get with their rewards. So a few of Starbucks' strengths: they have a very strong brand awareness in the U.S. and internationally. Starbucks is very well known for their high quality of products, and not only just their products, but their service. And Starbucks is also known for their ethical values. They're really involved in their communities and like to give back. Some weaknesses of Starbucks are that they are higher priced than other coffee shops. whether that be the small cafe down the street or McDonald's. So another weakness is that competition is always increasing. 5 years ago, McDonald's didn't have really anything more than black coffee. Today they've got lattes and cappuccinos, and they're really getting more into the gourmet coffee. And the final weakness that I'm going to talk about for Starbucks is their unhealthy menu. So a lot of people right now are health conscious. They're really worried about sugar and fat and gluten-free this and gluten-free that. And Starbucks doesn't really offer those choices right now. However, something is being in the works that they hope to release either later this year or early next year. So for opportunities, Starbucks has an incredible opportunity to continue to grow, not only here in the U.S., but also internationally. They really want to open a lot more stores internationally. They're kind of hitting their peak here in the U.S. But Starbucks has also been super successful. Like I said, in 2016, their net revenue was $19.2 billion. And one of Starbucks' main goals is to increase that by 10%. One of Starbucks' main courses of action to achieve this goal is to really try and get each of their stores to increase their weekly sales to $20,000 per week, which sounds like a lot, but if you think about it, if I pay, $6 for a coffee, and then I add a sandwich to that, which is probably another $4, and a Starbucks probably sees at least 1,000 or so customers a day, then it really adds up and it won't take much time. So something that is very unique and very different about Starbucks is you don't see a lot of advertisements. There's no billboards about Starbucks. You don't really see any commercials on TV or hear about them on the radio, which is very unique and very different compared to McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts. Starbucks really relies on word of mouth and social media. So they use social media to announce products, announce campaigns, promotions, and to really communicate back and forth between their consumers. But not advertising on TV and radio actually saves Starbucks a lot of money. In 2016, they actually only spent $249 million on advertising, which sounds like a lot, but is so much less than what McDonald's spent on advertising last year. McDonald's spent $809 million on advertising. Yeah. So, not advertising saves Starbucks quite a bit of money. And then within 5 years, Starbucks plans to open a minimum of 12,000 new stores, including they want to continue expanding into China. So China already has 2,500 Starbucks, but Starbucks Corporation wants to add at least 5,000 more Starbuckses in China, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. So Starbucks has also planned, so they're about to open their first location in Italy, which is kind of bringing the coffee circle bringing the coffee chain full circle. So there has never been a Starbucks in Italy, and they're getting ready to open one in late of 2018. So it'll be really exciting to see how that does compared to the Italian cafes. As far as budgeting, Starbucks has increased their digital marketing budget by $250 million, but they've also invested almost $380 million for marketing activities. So, as you can see, Starbucks is really doing quite well. They have a lot of opportunities. I mean, they have some risks and some threats, but if they implement, a healthier menu, I could really see their revenue increasing a lot more. I think that's all I have, so thanks.